It's going to hang down pretty low if you look at that down rod length and the length of the motor housing.
Yeah. Alright, here we go.
That in. Yep, that does hang down quite low.
Oh yes. I am 5'11" for reference, and my eye level is right about here.
This generally just sits on top of the fake finish, but it'll fill in some of those nicks where the fake finish was.
That's your old English there.
Yeah. So. See, like there, those little nicks in it. It fills them in, they actually end up being darker than the fake wood finish, which is fine because now it looks like grain in the wood.
Here we have our little shrine to the Hunter original.
Well, like, the original's pretty deserving of a shrine.
And it extends over here.
Extends all the way to Stoughton, doesn't it?
I suppose. A couple of lookalikes there, the banana fans. And then the older R52s. One chestnut brown original. And another R52. One of the rare Memphis made but non-Robbins and Myers R52s. Although if you want to get technical, the one in Stoughton was never part of this collection.
That's true. If you want, you did want a 4-blade, but I didn't have a white 4-blade, at least that I could find. By the way, there are 2 white 4-blades for sale down in Chicago for $40 the pair, and if I can get a free day and some gas, I'm going to go down there and get them.
Nice.
I must have a paper cut because that Old English is stinging like a mug, which is the technical definition for how things sting. So I'm going to assume these fit together like so. Ah, nope. It's nice hitting your head there.
Bonk. It does hang low.
Yeah. Does it wobble to and fro? Can you tie it in a knot?
I suppose we'll find out.
somebody tried with balloons.
Yes, they did.
I don't.
Very well near succeeded too.
Yeah. See, can you tie it in a knot? Can you tie it in a bow? Can you throw it over your shoulder? And I don't remember the rest of the line. I'm excited to have acquired these. Lots of people have been wanting them. I have been wanting them. I did not tell anyone that they were coming besides you and Chris. So this would be a surprise.
Multiple layers of fans here.
Yeah. It's cleaner than it was during, like, when Reese was here. I look back at that video from when Reese was here and I was so ashamed of how destroyed it was here, but I mean, that was what it took to get all the stuff to the museum.
That was museum prep time.
Yeah, and I mean, we're still dealing with residuals from that because there's lots of stuff that needs to be put away from that project. You know, in fact, that's pretty much what everything is except for these and, you know, a handful of other things, because even the stuff that's out that's not museum related, the only reason it's out is it couldn't be put away during museum prep. So, you know, I blame Tom Frampton for everything.
Of course.
But I'm very proud of how that turned out. Presumably, the majority of people that are watching your video have also seen the museum videos. And didn't it turn out awesome?
It did.
And we're trying to plan a trip to get some guys to go. In part because it's really cool and everybody should go, but also in part because I want to show Tom that it was worth his while to do. So I want to make sure that a lot of vintage guys come and support. And so it's good for everyone. Andy's helping me put a group together. Have you talked to anyone about that?
Not yet. Yeah, I was meaning to get a hold of Brent or at least try.
Yeah,
I usually don't have any better luck with him than you do.
Yeah, I talked to Chris, and Chris is reluctant to spare the time. He's got a lot on his plate right now, but he's very into it, so I'm trying to convince him that it is worth. What time is it? I hear piano starting. I didn't think it was piano o'clock yet.
It is 3:27, which I guess is piano o'clock.
No, I thought piano o'clock usually isn't until after 4. So maybe that's just my mom warming up or something. I don't know. I usually can gauge how much time I have left to work here based on when the piano starts, because the piano is almost like wrap-up music.
It's a nice free soundtrack.
Yeah, well, I've had some people comment on the videos where the piano is going and it's like a kid that's learning a piece for the first time, and so it's
well, you know, you do get what you pay for.
That's a valid point. I'm only hand tightening these. I don't know if it's going to make a difference.
Yeah, those are all little nuts. No screws on this
Nope.
thing here.
And I would have thought they would have gone the other way around, but they have the square shaft and there's a square hole in the blade brackets. So,
Oh, there you go.
they apparently go this way. The whole thing is a rather unusual. It's very vintage throwback, this whole design. Like even like the way the blades mount and the way that it comes together. It's very vintage throwback. I'm very surprised. It definitely reminds me of a Broadway crossed with a Phil Rich. Have you seen a Phil Rich, Andy?
I think I have, but yeah, the Broadway resemblance hit me as soon as I opened one up.
Say that again?
The Broadway resemblance kind of hit me as soon as I
Yeah.
opened one up. I was like, huh.
People have always said they look a lot more like a Blender fan, which is, I guess, is true as well, but now that I've actually seen it in person, I think the Broadway resemblance is stronger than the Blender fan resemblance.
Now you'd see a little bit of both, especially with the canopy.
Yeah, but I think the Phil Rich is a lot I'm starting to wonder now that I've seen it if somebody at Modern Fan got their hands on a Phil Rich and said, let's just use this, because it's even the canopy is similar.
Is that mounting bracket for these fans, or is that just a generic one that works?
No, that's one that I took. That's one that specifically came with these fans, because the canopy screws didn't line up with the generic mounting bracket, and I wanted to actually have the canopy
Sure.
on for this. Some of the videos that I've done, I didn't bother. If the canopy didn't mount the same way, I didn't bother mounting it. I just had it sitting like it is on the bottom of the motor. But this I thought was important enough.
Sure.
To actually, okay, we're gonna have a problem.
Yes, we are. We're going to have to move some of our blade stacks here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get that around you so I can put the remaining. Well, guess I can put the remaining blade on while you
Yes.
work on that.
Pause for a moment or.
Okay. I think it's just that one, yeah. I think that's the only one that's gonna have to. Those are original blades. Alright. Yeah, I think they were spare blades that I picked up because I have one original that has badly bent brackets.
Okay, sure.
Speaking of badly bent brackets, this thing looks like it might need some balancing.
Wheel. Spin it around once more. I'm gonna probably get rid of
Those,
this
what
one.
are those, 1895 series blades?
Looks like way.
I can't tell from here. Nope, Newton.
These seem to be beautiful Newton blades.
Yeah, I love Newton blades. Yeah, these are definitely pretty bent up.
Watch the camera.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, just in case we have a little bit of wobble, we want to give ourselves more clearance than we need.
Well,
So while Dan's doing that, I'll get a close-up look at this fan here. Still got some Old English drying on there.
fun fact, all the screws on this thing appear to be metric, which is interesting. Most fans sold in the US seem to have... Okay, that's not going to provide me enough clearance, so I need to go get a wrench.
Newton disconnection.
Yeah, have not gotten to the bottom of what's wrong with this one. I putzed with it for a while, on and off video the other day, and did not make progress. So, I blame somebody specifically for that, though, and he goes by the name of Manhandler. So, it's his fault for the Newtown. I actually have, there's pull chains for this in the bag. I should probably put one of them on there, because it looks remarkably like an old Homestead pull chain, which is interesting to me.
It's a balloon.
Yeah. It's not very fast for high. I'm assuming that's high.
Just lean back.
Lean with it, rock with it. Okay, well, let's try it with the amp meter. I'll get my camera as well.